Michael Smith Unicorn Noir darts. Sorry about the children's plasters. Injury. Might affect me throw. But won't affect how nice these are. The Unicorn Noir Edition darts are off the charts. These are the Michael Smith version in 22 gram. These are probably some of the nicest unicorn darts you're going to see. They really, really are. Now, they're not new, but I'll tell you what they are. They're hard to find. You can't buy them brand new anymore. Not that I know of. These are a mint condition set. Never, ever used. Before I got my hands on them, that is. Let's see if they're just for show or are they good to throw. First thing we'll notice is the box with the pattern on. Nice and reflective. Got the matched weight darts to 0.1 grams, 22 side. So this is just a sleeve. We take the sleeve off and we have the presentation box. Very nice indeed. When we open the presentation box, there is a description of the dart, what we get and all the descriptions. So we get 3 sets of flights, including the ones on the darts, 1 set of Premier aluminium shafts, that's extra as well, and 1 set of gripper 2-tone shafts as well. Now, opening it up, player profile, Michael Bully Boy Smith, what a player. You know what, I love his throw. That's what drew me to these, because Michael Bully Boy Smith is an unbelievable darts player. I know he slipped out the rankings. I know he's lost lots of money. He's out of the 32. Yeah. Whatever. He's still a player. The throw, he's just super casual. I just love it. He's so nonchalant. Like, boom. Have it. World champ. Now, when you look at this box, obviously you have his player profile. Everything about this just screams quality. The high gloss here, foam, let's say that's the description of the darts right here. So behind this foam packaging, when we take this away, this foam frontage, there's your darts. And here's your match weighted basic certificate. So they are 22.2 grams, that way around, 22.2 grams, guaranteed weight. The darts, we'll get more into that in a moment, but that is the darts. We'll show them more closely. Behind this little wall, which I didn't even really know until I discovered it by accident, is a little treasure trove. And there's your 3 extra different Noir flights, and there's your 2 different sets of stems. These rear gripper ones, they could be quite interesting, 2-tone as well. And these are the same as what's on here already. So that's your box and what you get in them. Let's take a closer look at the darts. Just take one off for now, eh? What do we have? We have a 22.2 gram straight barrel dart. Ring grips and slightly tapered to the front. Smooth section. Ring grips again in the middle. Smooth section and a rear ring grip as well. The detail is superb. Look, there's his signature on the Unicorn dart. The clear unicorn stem and the Noir special edition flight. They're slightly transparent, you can't see that, but if I do this, you can tell. Balance point, where is the balance point? Right in the middle, as you would expect, with a set of darts that I think cost a ton, 100 quid. I didn't pay 100 quid for them, but you pay 100 quid for them. But look at that perfect balance point right in the middle. How does it feel in the grip? I said I was joking about my finger with my comedy plasters on. I could only find kids ones when I was bleeding out. It won't affect my grip because I don't use my little finger. How will they sit in my hand? Let's have a look. So I'm going to get ring grip there, around the middle and on the top, and the front part on that slight taper where I hold it there. There's a little bit of grip. Now, As always, when we test these darts, we're going to test, well, we're going to throw at the scoring zones 20. So we'll have 9 darts up there. We'll have 6 darts in and around the ball, and then we'll try and do a finish. That should give us enough of an opportunity to test how they feel, how they look, how they fly, and whether you, well, if you can get hold of them, you should buy them or not. And also whether I would actually keep using them or put them back in the box. Sorry, I'm very well aware that this finger is off-putting because of my plaster. I apologise. I should get some darts plasters for any further injuries. Shall we give him a chuck? Come on, bully boy, let's go. Those familiar with the channel will know how we test darts by now. We go 3 visits into the scoring zone, 2 visits to the ball section, 1 visit to do a checkout. A few points to note on these darts. Out the box, flight's a little bit more squared off, hexagonal maybe, I guess is the right word, octagonal, hexagonal. I don't know, I'm not very good with shapes, but I know it's not a number 2 or a number 6 shape. Points, they're very small and stubby. All can be changed, but these are box fresh. We chuck what comes in the box. We can always change things after to suit the way we throw. Now, some of you eagle-eyed viewers have noticed in the past that my darts flights are not squared up. They were a bit too squashed, so I want to show you that they are now all squared up. Hopefully it doesn't affect the way they fly. So there's the 2 points that I noticed. The flight is not a number 6 or a number 2 shape, and the points are a little short. As I say, that can all be changed. What can't be changed is how they go in the board. So without further ado, let's get some ball darts in the board. Let's go. Ton. Good start. I like these. Oh dear, that was a bit of a chicken wing throw. And that, wow. They were 2 bad throws, nothing to do with the darts. I don't know what I was doing. My arm just turned and did that. Zombie came out. Michael Jackson Thriller came out. Didn't do it any justice there. Oh dear. $65. Because that second throw was so bad, that second visit was so bad, let's just have another one. It's my show, my channel, my rules. Come on. Oh my days. 45. So, a few things to note, which I like about these darts. I don't like the way that motorbike's going past, really loud for no reason. But what I do like about these darts is that I've mentioned the multiple reference points. Now, where my thumb sits on the dart, I know when I pick it out of my hand, look, I have a reference point. If my thumb is on there, I don't need to fiddle around and readjust and look and think about it. I go bump, it's on. Another point that I really like is where it tapers slightly. It's got a grip on it. It's got a ring grip on it, which, because of where my finger holds at the front, obviously not like that, I'm just showing you where my finger is at the front, I have a little bit of grip on there, which is unusual. I don't think I've got a dart like that. Anyhow, 2 visits to the ball. Let's go. One single. When I'm doing the ball test, I'm always thinking, what checkout will I feel comfortable with? Right now, I don't know. I'm just going to make it up in a minute. one. So that's 2 singles from 2 visits. So if you was playing cricket, you wouldn't be too gutted with that. A checkout, what can we do? 3 darts, so something that's going to take 1 for a setup and 2 attempts at a double. Should we do 33? Should we go something odd? 33. If I go 14 or 8, I've got some thinking to do. Let's go for 33. Come on, why not? They check out. And on that note, let's wrap it up. Check out what I think about them. So there we have it. They check out an odd number. When I missed that first double, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna bomb it, but we didn't. We checked it out. Love a double 11. If you didn't know, I love a double 11. Let's look a little bit into that dart again. Look at that. There it is. That shape, I'll find out where it is and I'll put it in the editing. But see that where I'm holding it right now, that's 1, firstly, that's the balance point, and 2, that's where I hold it, not bump there. That reference point of that ring grip really works for me. I know there's some bad throws on there, but we're not going about, oh, what's he scored? Because it's about how it feels. Now, I've got an injury, but weirdly enough, I'm having to move my finger out of the way slightly because it's subconsciously playing my mind that this big banana finger is in the way. But look, I really like these darts. That, if you're a mid gripper, which I would call that, I am. I hold it across the whole barrel really, because I've got a weird grip. But where I actually really grip, where the pressure is, I know you don't put pressure in, but where I'm holding it tightest is in that middle section where that ring grip is. There is a reference point. There's also a reference point where you put your finger on that front, slightly tapered ring grip there too. So if you like ring grips, you're a mid gripper like I am, and if you hold that bit of the front there as well on the point, you will love these darts. We've shown the balance point right in the middle, the weight at 22 grams these are. I think you can get them in 24 as well, but these in 22 grams, I really like them. So the review I did of the Michael van Gerwen darts, they're a similar weight, they're a similar barrel profile as well, as in the shape of the barrel. There's not much to pick between them, but I really like these ones. I also really like Michael Smith too. I hope he comes back bigger, better and stronger, because what a player he is. He deserves to be on the TV with all the other boys that are at the minute. The Premier League's not the same with him. Televised tournaments are not the same without him. Come on, Michael, let's get back. Taking back to the darts, the presentation box that it comes in, again, it's fantastic. But I'm not sure, and this is where I want your feedback. Do I play with them? As in change this bit, because the shape of that flight doesn't quite work for me, but change it. I've got obviously spare ones in there that are standard 6 and 2 shape. Do I play with them? Or do I keep them in the box for a rainy day down the line? Because I will need to repoint them as well, because they're quite small for my liking. Need a few more mil. But what would you do? Would you play with them? Or would you preserve them? I'm torn. I'm in 2 minds. But what I don't want to do is ruin the beauty of them. I mean, I don't grip particularly well, so I could play with them and they won't even touch each other. Do you have some? If you do have some, do you like them? Do you have any of the other noirs that are out there? I have the Kim Hybrick ones, which I'll probably do a review on as well down the line. So yeah, let me know in the comments your thoughts. Play with them, preserve them. Do you own them? If not, will you buy some? Get involved. Until next time, thanks for watching. Michael Bully Boy Smith Unicorn Noir review. Bye for now. Bloody thumb.